I am a little bit a votary of the politics is downstream of culture school of thought. Ultimately, the enduring phases of human welfare, which have been only the last 200 or so years, have sprung from this cultural and political arrangement that we found in the West, which was restraint on political power. Right? Magna Carta, the US Constitution, and that gave us 200 years of entrepreneurship, technology.
I want to push back. I want to say, first of all, the Magna Carta was a movement of the elites entirely. It was one bunch of elites against the king. The constitution was circumstantial. Like Subhashish Badra has a great book, Kesh Tiger, where he points out, and it's a great point, that if you look at the different constitutions of the different countries, they were shaped by circumstance. For example, when the Indian constitution happened, the country was falling apart. You didn't know if the center would hold. The lines on the map didn't exist. So therefore, centralized power and so on and so forth, and all the economic fashions of the day, etc., etc. The US Constitution happened at that unique time where you could have a constitution that sort of embodied freedom, but it wasn't really, it was more, the respect for individual freedom was more in the culture there than anywhere else, but it was still a movement of the elites. You look at the 91 reforms, completely a movement of the elites. When Narasimha Rao tried to sell the reforms, like Gurcharan Das calls it reforms by stealth, right? So if you remember one of Manmohan's early speeches, each paragraph talks about a reform, but each paragraph begins with a quote by Nehru or Indira, where he is sort of paying obeisance to them and pretending that, hey, this comes from our ideas only. Narasimha Rao at one point said that we are just making socialism work better. They were actually scared to say that socialism has destroyed us and we are going towards freedom and we are going to embrace markets. So you had all of this other BS going on. So I would argue that the reforms happened, bunch of elites, certain circumstances, etc., etc. We were very lucky. It was a perfect storm. We had 20 years which went really well, and then everything went to hell.